Today I'm going to help you do the 5th task on your watershed project. In order to do the 5th task, you must do the 4th task so that you have the total area. So in order to determine the total area of each of the maps, you have to count each one of the boxes. An easier way to do that would be to count the numbers going across as well as the vertical boxes. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 15 going across. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So when I multiply 15 times 24, I'll do that right on my screen calculator. The total area is 360. So I'm going to write for map A 360 kilometers squared. Now I'll give you a little hint. All the maps have the same area. So now that we have the total area, we're able to do the 5th task. The instructions read, for each map, determine how much area is occupied by each type of land coverage in both kilometers squared and percent. To figure the percent, you will divide the number of grid units by the total number of units on the map, and you're going to record to the nearest tenth. Now notice that I have to the nearest tenth bolded, bigger, and italicized. So let's do the agriculture. So when I look up my map, I have to find out how many kilometers square of agriculture there is. So when I look at my agriculture and I go to count it up, I have to look at the red boxes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 kilometers squared of agriculture. So I'm going to write that into the box. Now, in order to find the percent, I'm going to divide 10 kilometers squared by the total, which is 360 kilometers squared. So I'm going to do that with my calculator again. Kilometers squared divided by 360 kilometers squared. And I get 0.027777 repeating. Okay? Now in order to change that into a percent, I need to move the decimal 2 places. So there's 1, there's 2. So the percent is 2.7777 repeating. In order for me to round to the nearest tenth, so here was my answer. To change it to a percent, I'm going to move the decimal place 2 places. And so my percent would be 2 point, and then I have to decide if it's 2.7 or 2.8. Now since we're rounding to the nearest tenth, that is only 1 place after the decimal. So I have 2.77777. Well, since the second place, the 100th place, is a 7, and it's higher, a 5 or higher, we would have to round it to 2.8%. So you're going to do that with each one of the boxes. This one is all for map A, map B, and map C. When you get done with a couple of map A, you might want to check with me just to make sure that you've done it correctly. Better to make a few mistakes than have to redo the whole thing.